Hey, how's it going?
Hello, everybody.
Sonic?
Oh,
Hey.
Ozonic.
yes.
Yep, there you are. Just checking. Every
Yeah.
5 seconds. Sonic?
Are you dead yet? Are you dead yet? Are you dead yet? I think he's dead.
He died! No! This is the ToonamiGAF podcast, episode number 18. We're trying the new avant-garde form of no structure whatsoever, so let's immediately talk about Naruto Shippuden!
It was better this week.
I thought you didn't watch Naruto.
But no, I don't watch One Piece.
Oh. It was Sonic who doesn't watch Naruto.
Yeah, I dropped it long ago. Back before
But-
Shippuden was even a thing.
But no, in actuality, there's no news this week. If anyone wants to bring up Sword Art Online, shut the fuck up.
The
We want
actor for the Death Note movie looked... William Dafoe's a pretty good choice.
I mean, it's just Willem Dafoe playing Willem Dafoe.
The
Basically.
heart. First you attack the heart.
I think this may actually be good.
Oh yeah, Reggie Ruler. I don't think we said Reggie Ruler is on tonight. Did we even
Oh,
say?
hello. Yeah.
It's Reggie Ruler
Hi.
and Sonic because Seda and B-Dubs are unreliable.
Or dead.
Well, that may be.
But anyway, did you guys have you guys seen the live-action Death Note movie, the first live-action Death Note movie?
The Japanese one?
Yeah, the Japanese one.
Oh, I think Funimation actually dubbed it, from what I understand. Or Viz, or whoever has the rights.
In any case, that was actually good, and I think it's decent proof that the property works well enough in a live-action setting. So I'm cautiously hyped for the American one.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, this is supposed to be on Netflix, so is it now going to be a movie anymore? Because
Well,
I feel
it
like-
will be a movie. It's just now you don't even need Netflix is it's
Oh.
Netflix.
Because that was just my biggest worry, was the pacing of trying to cram everything into like 90 minutes or so.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be closer to 2 hours, and they'll
I mean,
probably change the story a bit.
yeah, I mean they're being pretty liberal with the adaptation, so I'm assuming some stuff will get cut.
Anyway, that's that's your weekly Willem Dafoe news. All the news that's fit to make you say, "Man, Willem Dafoe is simultaneously beautiful and hideous." So let's move on to the block this week. No, it's probably going to be a quiet night, but oh well. Dragon Ball Z Kai episode 80. The tables are turned. Witness the power of perfection. So, Reggie Ruler, what did you think of this episode?
I was actually not able to see this one live because I was on vacation at the boardwalk, so I came in about 5 minutes in. I didn't really want to start mid-episode, so I waited till One Punch Man to join live. But anyway, I watched this about an hour ago, and this was such a great payoff to see Vegeta's ass kicked so thoroughly. He only got hit once, but that one shot outdid so much that Dragon Ball did in the past few episodes, at least.
Sonic?
Man, does everyone just act like an idiot during this arc? Because Trunks is like, no, I have to keep my father's pride, even though I'm stronger and could, stop Cell.
Yes, everyone is acting like an idiot. Some of them always act like idiots, but
Trunks was okay for the like 2 episodes ago when he was actively like, you need to stop this shit now. Stop it now.
well,
And
what he should have done was just, ended Cell right then and there.
that is true, but he also Vegeta probably would have actively tried to stop him, and then he would. I don't know. That could have
Should have
been.
at least tried.
He definitely should have tried, but then it wouldn't be Dragon Ball Z, where people are thinking correctly.
Yeah. We are finally through with semi-perfect Cell. God, what a... the form, it's so horrible. I'm sorry. Perfect Cell is pretty cool.
Perfect Cell is pretty good. Although what I don't like about it is that he hasn't, outside of that transformation scene, he hasn't really demonstrated how how his power is any different from what we've. Well, I think this is the problem with Dragon Ball Z in general, is that they don't display their power very well, because it just keeps scaling up and up and up.
As far as I'm concerned, they basically at the same power level they were when it was Goku versus Vegeta.
Essentially, yeah. Except for very rare cases of blowing up the planet when they want to.
Yeah, like at this point, the fight should be them throwing each other into planets and blowing them up. But no, it's just like, I threw you through some rocks!
Which I'm pretty sure we've seen multiple times through substantially weaker characters. So, yeah. Doesn't mean power levels don't mean shit anymore.
They never did. What else?
I'm trying to... Oh, Goku not being a super abusive father, I think. Gohan not being a total scrub anymore.
Well, Gohan, that was maybe not the brightest idea. Being like, give me all you got! And he's like, okay. And he's like, oh shit! That was a bad idea.
At least, I mean, I'm assuming he would have still lived anyway, even if he didn't deflect it, because it's Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
I would assume he would have some of that Saiyan toughness by now.
He certainly has the Saiyan mullet. The mullet.
But they mentioned that pure Saiyan hair doesn't grow, right?
Right.
Yes, Vegeta was like, how come you don't know that, Kakarot?
Goku couldn't notice 20 years of no haircuts. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's Dragon Ball Z for you.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z Kai.
You probably know what happens anyway. Punch Man!
One Punch!
Episode 3, The Obsessive Scientist. I love how this episode starts off once again with the overly long backstory that nobody cares about gag.
What? I actually liked the backstory this time, to be kind of honest. I think if this was another show, I think this would be a sufficiently interesting motivation. But this was One Punch Man.
Just One Punch Man. Nobody cares.
Yeah. But you turned Genos into a piece of modern art.
So begins Genos' long streak of just taking all of the L's. Zonic, what did you think of this episode?
I'm starting to warm up to Genos's voice acting, because it seemed a bit of a shock, I guess, just because it was a little too deep than what I was expecting, but I think I'm starting to get used to it now, and I certainly got sold on Saitama's voice with the whole grand speech of the training and the and the payoff of the battle.
That was, I think, this was definitely one stronger episode for Saitama's dub actor. Definitely.
Just because he's able to have more range in his expression.
The actor definitely does better for the scenes that Saitama was more emotional in the original. I think well, the Japanese actor was better for more deadpan scenes.
Yeah, I think that makes sense, yeah.
So, Carnage Kabuto, he totally had the option to back out. He saw it coming.
He backed out, which was we backed out like a coward. Although I think anybody should, but then I think everybody. I loved their reactions to the training instruction. I don't know if it actually what. I haven't progressed any farther than what was the original run of the anime, so I don't know if there's anything more to the training or whatnot. But I think that was definitely a great payoff for how they set that up.
Yep, it's one of the shining. It's one of the greatest moments of the series, honestly. Both that and bargain day at the supermarket.
I screwed up!
Master, if we hurry, we could still make it.
Genos is just so matter of fact.
There was blowing. I think it was funnier in the English when they blew down the tower, or Genos just destroyed the tower. That was funnier in this version for some reason. Just was.
Well, yep.
What One Punch Man doesn't leave too much to talk about, honestly.
Yeah, outside of unless you want to dedicate a thesis to the story of Saitama and his depression, it's a very surface level show, and that's okay.
Mob Psycho's deeper, but that'll be for 2 years from now. Whenever.
Yeah, that'll be from 2018 because we got Attack on Titan and Gundam next year. Come on.
Has a season 2 of IBO been confirmed for Toonami?
No, but come on.
No, they said it would depend on ratings, and considering it's constantly been having million ratings, it seems like it's a shoo-in at this point.
Yeah, I don't expect it to take a break. Well, actually, wait, no, I do expect it to take a break for Samurai Jack. I think that's going to be the break.
Yeah, I think
that makes sense because otherwise, when else? Because once again, unless you're putting it at 11, where else do you start airing it?
I mean, there's a lot of places for breaks that a lot of weird pieces that are being fit around because I believe JoJo. They said unless JoJo does super hot, they said that I would go on a break between parts 2 and 3. So something will probably be put there.
I thought they said it would. I thought they gave the same answer as Gundam. It's like depends on the ratings.
Yeah, essentially depends on the ratings.
And once again, I imagine.
But looking at the dubcast, it doesn't seem like Viz has confirmed a lot past like episode 5 in terms of the English voice actors from what I'm seeing.
Right, but by the time part 2 is done airing, I'm confident that it will be completely done.
Oh, good point. Yeah, good point.
Like, I mean, we're almost, over. We're like 3/4 of the way away from the first airing of JoJo ending. So.
Yeah, part 2 would end in like April, so yeah, that should be good 6 months.
I think they should probably take a break between seasons regardless, because I think, to be honest, it helps pace the shows better, in my opinion. and it's already a natural break point. So I think you could probably put in a short show there and then return after.
Well, what they would probably put there is Attack on Titan.
Wouldn't that be 24 episodes?
Yeah, but it's still a break, so. And that would be around the time Attack on Titan would start airing, so if they wanted to do the simuldub for that, that would be the time.
Reasonable enough segue into Iron-Blooded Orphans.
I guess so. It's not, but I don't do segues anyway. Iron-Blooded Orphans Episode 8, The Form of Closeness. So, Zonic, what did you think about this episode and literal harem guy?
Girl, Harem Kimberly seems to be getting around the ship from what we saw.
It's so out there. It's just like, oh yes, this is my harem. No dancing around, no calling it anything different. He's just straight up, yes, I am fucking all of these girls.
Want some proof? Here's the babies.
At a certain point, that I think that line just started made me subconsciously just tune out of the show because I couldn't comprehend it. So a lot of the bits of dialogue from that episode was kind of lost to me. Like, I think some of the conversation Orca had with Harem Guy, I don't even remember Harem Guy's name. What was it?
Nazu?
Naze.
Or I don't remember much of Orca's conversation with Naze other than friendships and Harem Guy and Naze calling Tekkaden weird. Even though oh my god. I love how everybody reacted to that.
Yeah. I can't remember how. I can't remember. I don't remember. I'm sorry. Some of the impact, I did feel some of the impact of the nursery scene was lost on. I was like, hey, here's all our weird, creepy harem babies.
And they said,
we're a harem.
And they're off at school. Like, this is a normal thing. Yes, Jimmy and Timmy, the 32nd is off at the boarding school. To be a side character in some future Gundam. What's your backstory? Oh, I was boned up by a space harem.
So, real talk, I imagine if this show ever decides it's time to start, it's just time to kill off a whole bunch of characters at once, it's probably going to be these people.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's like, who can we kill who's mostly ancillary to the plot? But there's a whole lot of them that viewers kind of care about, but kind of don't. How about the harem people?
But not the fan service.
Okay. I do like Brown Scar Lady, though.
Oh, God.
No, still harem.
Still a harem.
Yeah.
Mm.
What were they agreeing to again? That Tekkaden would be meeting with their leader, or would be?
They would be meeting with the head of Tewaz, aka the boss of the mob, to become a subsidiary.
So they can use their paths to Earth?
Basically, yes.
I'd be worried about becoming a subsidiary of the Mafia.
Well, no, now you're part of the family. As long as you don't, betray them, you're fine.
Yeah, IBO is definitely one not shy away from very revving up the intensity a bit.
Man, IBO just heads straight along to, like, you want, underage arranged marriages? Here you go.
If
you want child slavery? Here you go. Harems? Here you go.
I will not be surprised if there's some sort of prostitution later in the show. Would not be surprised.
If I remember correctly, it's only a few episodes away.
Oh, well, this is basically Space Michiko and Hachin in a way.
Iron-Blooded Orphans, Space Michiko and Hachin. Yes, that's exactly what this is. Somehow.
Like robots.
And then Earth will be completely Earth will be in the final episode. It turns out Earth is completely desolate. All there was Gallarhorn. Earth is a lie.
Everything was Gallarhorn. Anyway, let's move on to Hunter x Hunter. Okay.
Finally, to a worthwhile episode after 2 episodes of nothing.
Episode 14, Hit the Target. It's somewhat worthwhile, though. I mean...
One thing I like about this episode is that it rewards viewers who are very attentive, because it doesn't, outside of very explicitly noting that Hisako was Gon's target, you had to remember some of the other numbers. So
I don't remember any of the other numbers. I'm assuming Leorio and Kurapika are going after each other.
I don't think they are. I think they were telling the truth when they said they weren't hunting each other.
I just don't remember the numbers, so I have no idea.
I think each one is probably assigned to one of the slightly high-tier characters, at least. Like maybe Leorio has the ninja guy, Kurapika has the pinhead.
Well, then they're both screwed.
Those are, I think, or maybe they are hunting them or something. What was the little system they had for? I liked how the little detail when they were pulling out the box, you could see the scanner that was activated as you pull it out. They pulled out the tag.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was a very nice visual touch they added.
I don't even remember what that was for.
I think they have maybe chips in the numbers, maybe, but I don't know how they had. Whatever, it's a little technology. Makes the process seem official. Speaking of officials, anime hyper.
What?
The little hype girl that was on the boat.
Oh yes, Sonic, what did you think of random out-of-place hype girl? Sonic,
Yeah.
what did you think of random out-of-place hype girl?
If you don't die, we hope you come back next year.
We'll give you 20% off on your funeral.
All I'm
Please
thinking
enjoy
is,
your all expenses paid middle of the woods murder fest. We hope you come stay with us next year, except for you, creepy pin guy. I can't even maintain a straight. She can maintain a straight face around Hisoka, but you know, creepy pin guy is like, nope.
Well, I mean, people don't really know what Hisoka does outside of the one time he attacks the Examiner, but outside of that, he's not even the creepiest one visually, so they don't really fear him.
Yeah, I like that one. The bow and arrow person was like, oh yeah, you'll be paralyzed for like 7 days. You might not die, maybe. It's like, boy, if I was stuck paralyzed for 7 days, I think I would die.
Well, that's an act of mercy compared to everything else in the show.
Yeah, maybe. So, Gon has to get Hisoka's number, and he determines, after trying to hit a fish or a bird, it's like, how can I defeat Hisoka? I'm gonna hit some birds.
And then he determines that he has to go after Hisoka after Hisoka's going after his target. But my problem is, how does he know Hisoka hasn't already gone after his target?
He doesn't. He could easily be screwed because, of all people, Hisoka would be the one to, like, get his target in the first 5 seconds.
And then he just drinking his drinking his fine alcoholic beverages or whatever drinks they have on the boat.
So, once again, Naruto just completely ripped off everything in its first, half from Hunter x Hunter. Because this is just straight up Forest of Death, down to the mechanics. Like, they even introduced a system where some people are going to just take a whole bunch of tags just because they can.
I don't honestly remember much of the Forest of Death, to be quite honest. So nothing in Hunter x Hunter is really screaming to me, this Naruto copied this, because I don't really remember much of it from Naruto in the first place.
I mean, if you did, you would find it very blatant. I guess. Okay, well, so we get to see Gon try and attack Hisako with a fishing rod again. So that'll be fun.
But before,
Right.
he must deal with Hunter Man, Sniper Hunter Man.
He must deal with Black Guy in cast.
Who didn't take Gon's badge despite the fact he was sleeping?
I don't know what this guy is waiting for.
Snipers need to sleep too.
Didn't you play Metal Gear Solid? They can just stay awake for years and not pee.
Well, Gon could just wait until he dies of old age then.
Unfortunately, they only have, 6 days, I think?
Just go into the time dilation chamber from Dragon Ball.
But no, then he'll experience a year, but the guy will only experience a day.
Well, no, that's why you force the guy into the chamber.
Sure.
Just lock the door.
I don't know if you can do that.
What's stopping you from putting a bolt over the door?
I think you've just determined the best way to kill someone. Just sit there and wait for, like, a month and... well, on second thought, man, just sit there and wait for a month. That's an easy way to kill someone. Is actually not a great way to kill someone.
Although it turns out there's an infinite supply of food and they just get 30 years of straight up training and they able to bust through the door and kick your ass.
So, Naruto Shippuden. Zonic, what do you think of Naruto?
Nothing. I don't watch Shippuden.
Just invent something.
Boy, I like the part when it ended and we got to move on to One Piece.
Naruto. The best part is when it ends and you can move on to One Piece. This was episode 121, Assemble. Man, even the episode titles for this show are just like, fucking who cares?
Yeah. It still sucks. We still don't have the openings for this show because of one. Was it a Twitter poll that decided this crap?
Something like that.
I'm still dealing with this garbage 3 years later. Anyway, I think this was definitely an improvement over the last. I think like little Kakashi outspin was decent, so I'll say this was definitely better than the stuff that came before it. I think we saw the debut of a few new music tracks, which were very good. Some art shots of locations we haven't really seen before. Those were good. Voice performance was above average.
My problem was with the the Akatsuki guys all sound exactly like.
Yeah.
It's just like, here's deep-voiced evil guy number 1, here's deep-voiced evil guy number 2, here's deep-voiced evil guy number 3, here's Toby. And Toby is just like, hey, I'm not suspicious at all. Why am I even here?
It's a good thing I don't really mind the very typical voice that's used. I think they're all very good voice actors. I think Payne and Kisame in particular were very good this episode. Big fan of Kisame's VA for a while.
Well, like I said, at some point they all just kind of blend together, and it's like, yeah, sure, I guess he was fine, but you stuck him in a room with, 5 other like-sounding people, and it's like...
And naturally, the quality of the episode deteriorated further as it focused more on Naruto and Sasuke.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, Cat Ammo Supply Depot? What?
Oh my god, what the fuck was that? It's like, so, Sasuke, having assembled his quote-unquote perfect team, has decided to go to this ruined city, which is like, where the fuck did the city come from? I didn't know they had cities.
The Hidden Leaf is a city.
Yeah, but it's like this was like modern skyscrapers that are dilapidated.
Hidden Leaf definitely has elements of modern Japan architecture in it.
It actually doesn't have much at all.
Really?
Kind of, I mean...
We've seen shots of cities before. I think there was some previous Akatsuki scenes showed the water capital or whatever.
The village and the Hidden Rain village, I think it is.
Yeah, I think there are. We've seen shots of these types of cities before, but they're not very common. And I'll grant you that the Hidden Leaf is definitely far more of a blend than anything close to modern.
Naruto has just always had this thing where it's like it's so technologically schizophrenic. The ever classic, when the hell are we?
Yeah, which I think actually the series does to its advantage, because I think it's something that distinguishes it a little bit. Because I think Hunter, well, a lot of these Hunter x Hunter does it too, so I think it would probably rip to that.
Another thing.
How much technology was in the original manga of Hunter x Hunter?
I don't know, Sonic. Sonic, do you have any idea?
Huh?
We moved into Hunter x Hunter.
So my question was, how much of the modern technology was added in the most recent anime version of Hunter x Hunter, as opposed to how much of it was originally in the manga?
I wouldn't know that.
Okay, so nobody knows.
The world may never know.
So, yeah, how many? How many?
Just exactly how much did Naruto rip off from Hunter x Hunter? Find out next episode.
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop? Oh, we can't say that. That's probably copyrighted. Shit. I have to do this whole episode over.
Will Itachi finally be something? I don't know. Find out next in Naruto Shippuden.
Yeah.
Killed, I guess. Yeah. Finding over Ichiha's. Yep.
It's the return of weird ninja holograms.
I honestly have a hard on for the ninja holograms. I think it's cool. I'm not gonna lie. It's stupid, but it's cool. I can't defend it because it's stupid.
Let's move on to One Piece. It's our favorite part of the podcast, where we get to move on from Naruto and talk about One Piece. Just like it's our favorite part of the block. Although I guess it's Red Jeweler's time to just go make a sandwich or something. Right?
Any suggestions of what kind of sandwich?
Try like an Italian sandwich with like no meat.
How does that
Like
even work?
like the cheese and veggies sandwich. Yeah, pretty good.
I don't like veggies.
Well, deal with it. Eat your veggies. It's part of a healthy diet. Although Luffy certainly doesn't eat his veggies. He's just all meat
Meat.
all the time.
He knows
So,
how to live.
One Piece episode 355, Food, Nami, and Shadows, Luffy's enraged counterattack, Sonic.
Yes.
Yes. What did you think of this episode?
Well, Sanji sure was flaming the entire episode. But Moria couldn't give a single fuck about what was happening.
I like Moria just like, yes, I finally created my ultimate zombie. I'm bored. I'm just gonna chill here in the freezer. I could not give less of a shit about anything else that's happening. My ultimate zombie is destroying my ship. Fuck it.
I also noticed, compared just to like 2 weeks ago, pacing seems to have gotten a bit better, because, man, some of the last few episodes were just really dragging some scenes out.
Well, you know, it's the counterattack.
Yeah.
Right?
So,
it's the rising action of moment of the arc. I forgot the next episode we get that moment. Oh man, it's so good.
I think I know what the moment is, just because of the Pirate Warriors games.
So, but actually, yeah. Once again, not a whole lot to this One Piece episode.
Just a quick go back to that Hunter x Hunter technology question. It looks like in the manga, that Nicholas guy from the first part, he still has his laptop, so if that means anything.
Oh yeah, he had a laptop.
Okay, so there's still a bit of tech schizophrenia in Hunter x Hunter.
So they're both kind of technologically schizophrenic.
Okay. Which obviously means Naruto stole from it.
Yes.
Okay.
Like, even the general setting is kind of the same. It kind of feels the same.
I will say that background art for Naruto I generally like over Hunter x Hunter.
Well, that's because they just copy and paste a whole bunch of trees in, and it's like the Bob Ross principle. Your background art's quality is, you know, directly proportional to the amount of trees.
Well, I'm talking more about the city design. I think Naruto has a little more interesting cities.
You are exactly right.
But Hunter x Hunter doesn't spend most of its time in cities so far, so that's not really of a non-issue.
Yeah. Anyway, back to One Piece. Although I honestly don't know if there's anything about One Piece that we haven't already covered in 5 seconds. Zonic, you got anything else to say?
I look forward to Sanji just kicking Absalom's ass at the wedding.
I mean, if you wanted to piss off Sanji, this is probably the way to do it. Like, above anything else. Hi, Vacuum. Okay, we've run out of stuff to say. Right?
Yeah, pretty much. So how about that live-action Sword Art Online movie?
Shut the fuck up.
I hope this is worse than the original, so it's better as a group watch somehow.
You know, the irony is it'll probably be better than the anime.
You're cutting out.
Just by cutting it down and making it more palatable to a United States audience, it's automatically better.
No, I was saying your audio is cutting out.
Oh no, that sucks.
I just want to see episode, was it 24 or 25 in live action?
Live action tear licking.
Live action 16.5.
What was 16.5 again? I honestly dropped the original season of Sword Art Online.
Oh, it was just a porn fanfic.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was just straight up porn.
Okay. Well, good to know.
So yeah, don't go look that up. Or do. I can't tell you what to like.
That's the wrong attitude to have, Rex.
You're right. I can tell you that you are not allowed to like Sword Art Online.
That is absolutely true.
It's literally my litmus test. It's like the Sword Art Online test. Does somebody have bad taste or not? Do they like Sword Art Online?
I have a coworker who has a chibi Kirito on his desk.
Your coworker has bad taste.
The thing is, though, he's never brought it up, so I've never been able to call him out on it.
He knows. He's self-aware. I forgot that there was a speech. We had a Tom speech.
Yeah.
About the dreams?
Yeah.
Don't let your dreams be memes.
I actually liked the speech probably the best of, well, fucking any speech they've done since they came back, because this kind of felt like their first speech for adults.
Yep. Just, it felt more relatable, considering that the other speeches, you're like, these are good, but I still feel like they're talking to the younger demographic from the weekday Toonami instead of the adult Toonami we have now.
The weekday.
And this speech is like, pay off your student loans. Just, I'm sorry.
Not to say that some of the previous speeches were bad. It was just like the one about bullying. It's like, yeah, that's true, but that doesn't really apply now that I don't go to school.
Well, I mean, they need to use the Kill la Kill footage somehow.
Do you mean Bully la Bully?
Yeah, yes,
the
exactly.
4Kids dub of Kill la Kill?
That's exactly where I was kind of going with that. What was Sam Ketchup?
I actually haven't watched that video. I should go watch it.
You need to watch it.
Anyway, that was a good Tom speech, and that's all we have for tonight.
No going hour over with shampoo reminiscence.
Nope, no show review, so I guess we'll cut it off here. I think it's a short episode tonight, but we weren't very talkative.
I blame Zonic.
It's always his fault. Blame everything on Zonic. I mean, look, we're even shitting on him right now, and he's not talking.
You forget about Schadenfreud's birthday. It's blame it on Zonic. Just change the thread. Tell Say to change the thread title.
Yeah, Zonic, how could you? How could you choose that as a thread title?
When is Shad's birthday anyway?
I guess it must be today.
Yeah. He really dropped off, and then he kind of came back, and I knew him by his Dipper avatar, and then he dropped it, and I don't know.
Schadenfreude, if you're listening to this, go back to Dipper.
Yes, please do. It's the only way people can recognize you.
I mean, I like the poison lizard from Pokemon, but you got to know when your avatar is iconic, and it shouldn't change. Just like Zonic can never not use, stupid Yusuke. That will forever be Zonic.
You can make edits to it though. He's done that with Parasite.
Right, but it's like now even whenever Zonic posts, I always imagine it as Yusuke sitting at his laptop making that face.
What's Yusuke from again?
Persona 4.
Okay.
It's the Hayam Daisy comics. There's like a YouTube version of people dubbing it. It's great.
Anyway, that's all for some. Oh, sorry.
I keep it just because it fits my member tag.
Yes, now that you got that tag, you can never ever drop it. Ever. But that's all we have for tonight. So, thanks for coming in on short notice, you guys.
Yep.
Oh, you're welcome.
Seda and B-Dubs will be in timeout corner next week.
Can we have a little hat for them?
Yes.
Just put him back. Just put Seda back in his box.
Yes, Seda will be in his box. B-Dubs will be in his timeout corner.
Eating Chicago-style pizza.
I think you just summoned him. You have summoned me!
He's gonna go on a 2-page rant about how Chicago style is not pizza.
I will reveal my alter ego, New York Man. Did you just eat motherfucking pizza with a fork?
Let me post 5 different Daily Show gifs to prove my point.
I have eaten pizza with a fork when it was like just really, really hot. I can't touch this.
Can't touch this.
I literally can't touch this pizza. ToonamiGAF podcast episode number 18. Can't touch this pizza.
I go for it.
Anyway, that'll be all for us tonight. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Later.